The Indianapolis Colts have locked down one of their tackles on their offensive line. I'm going to tell you all about it right now. Hey everybody, my name is Eric Hopkins and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're finding me for the very first time or you are a returning viewer and have not yet done so, please click that like and subscribe button. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you get all the notifications about when I put up new content right here on this channel. So if you've seen any of my YouTube videos, you know I'm a big Indianapolis Colts fan and of course a fan of the NFL in general. So during the off season and even during the season, I like to keep an eye on all the news and stuff that's going on around the league. And of course, you know, I'm looking forward to the new season coming out. And once the season starts, I'm hoping to have a weekly NFL recap show here on the channel. So if you like the NFL, please subscribe to get a chance to see that coming up when the season starts. And, you know, during that show, we'll probably talk about the scores, the news, all the latest things that are going on around the league. Maybe even get a little bit of fantasy football talk as well. Me and Brendan may do that show together. Otherwise, it may just be me. But until the season starts, I like to keep an eye on the news going on in the offseason. And a little bit of news from the Indianapolis Colts came out yesterday, and I thought it would be worth mentioning here on the channel. So let's check out that news article from Colts.com. And that is, of course, that the Colts signed right tackle Braden Smith to a contract extension. The Colts announced a contract extension for right tackle Braden Smith on Wednesday. Smith, 25, started 43 games for the Colts at right tackle from 2018 to 2020. He was selected in the second round, 37th overall of the 2018 NFL Draft. One pick after the Colts drafted two-time first-team All-Pro linebacker Darius Leonard. The 6'6", 312-pound Smith primarily played right guard in college at Auburn, but the work he and the Colts put him developed him into one of the NFL's most dependable right tackles over the last few years. Anytime you work at a position for 3 years, you're going to feel pretty good about it, Braden Smith said this spring. I definitely feel comfortable, and every day getting more comfortable getting the reps, getting the technique down, and just keep improving every year. Smith was one of 3 tackles to play at least 900 snaps and not allow a single sack in 2020. That's awesome. That's one of the reasons he's getting this contract extension, because he's keeping the quarterback upright. He was also one of the only 5 tackles to be charged with allowing 1 or fewer quarterback hits last season. So again, very excellent work. If you're naming one of the guys who I think is one of the better right tackles in the league, it's Braden Smith, Coach Frank Reich said in December. The way he is playing this year, he's playing lights out. He has been a model of consistency throughout every game. I'm not sure he's had a bad day in practice or on Sunday, so the guy is a stud. So yeah, this makes all the sense in the world to me as a Colts fan and for a team in general. I mean, if you've got a consistent player like this on the offensive line, which is a vital part of any football team, it's important to lock them down to long-term contracts. I believe they said it was 4 years, some $70-some million, and I think $42 million guaranteed, if I remember reading that correctly earlier. Interestingly enough that the article here does not mention all that, but I believe it was Adam Schefter or Ian Rappaport who had mentioned it on their Twitter. And those guys are very reputable sources, so they know what the details are. So it's somewhere in that ballpark for sure. So yes, like I said, this makes all the sense in the world, and we've got some good players on that offensive line, so I think it makes sense to lock them down, especially when you've got a young quarterback, semi-young quarterback coming in who is, you know, kind of had some injury issues. It's important to keep Carson Wentz upright because you got to keep him healthy. Otherwise, the Colts offense is not going to be as good as it can be. So I'm excited to see what Carson Wentz, what this offensive line, the run game with Taylor, Mack, hopefully he's ready to go and returning well. And of course, you know, Nyheim Hines and Jordan Wilkins, all those guys, and the receivers with T.Y., you know, Paris Campbell, Michael Pittman, all these guys that are coming back. I'm excited for what this offense could have, but you got to keep Carson Wentz upright, and this offensive line has been doing a good job of protection and, of course, of run blocking, and Braden Smith has been a big, important piece of that. Now, I still think the Colts, I think that they still have to, you know, extend the contracts of Darius Leonard and Quentin Nelson, but I think Quentin Nelson is also available to be franchised or pick up that 5th-year option on his rookie deal. So I think there's still opportunities to get that worked out. And I think the rumors and talk around the league has been that they want to get them signed before the season starts for the long haul. And that makes a lot of sense, so you don't have to worry about it come the offseason. Get it done now. But yeah, I think in this case of Braden Smith, well-deserved, well-earned, and I cannot wait to see what the Indianapolis Colts have this year. A lot of people are kind of pegging them as the Cinderella story, and they could very well go very far in the playoffs and stuff like that. I still think, I know a lot of people are saying the Tennessee Titans are shoo-ins to win the AFC South, but I think the Colts could provide a little bit of stiff competition for them. So we'll see what happens here, but I have very high hopes for the Colts. I'm not sure if they're completely ready for a Super Bowl run, but they're getting as close as you're going to be able to get with that defense, that run game, and of course, if Wentz can play well, the receivers should do very well. But the real question here is, guys, what do you guys think about the fact that the Colts have signed right tackle Braden Smith to a contract extension? Do you like the move or do you dislike the move? What do you think about this move in general? Please comment down below. Let me know, and don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you get all the notifications about when I put up new content right here on this channel. And until my next video, guys, take care.